Hi, it's Thomas L. Jr. back with you, and once again it's our award season, and today we're going to honor one of our co-male athletes of the year for 2022 at the Millington Star, and that's Tyler Byrd of Tipton-Rosemark Academy. Everybody in the area knows him for basketball. He's made a name for himself over the years with the high-flying dunks and the three-pointers and the jump shots, but to be athlete of the year, you have to be in multiple sports. He took on football this year. All he did was become an all-state wide receiver and kick returner. So he's pretty athletic, and we're going to discuss where that came from with his mama, Miss Ebony, in a second. And we're going to talk to the honoree himself and get him to, brag a little bit about his time at Tipton-Rosemark Academy. So today, we're going to honor Tyler Byrd, one of our co-male athletes of the year. Okay, Thomas L. Jr. back with you, and like I said, we're going to talk to Mom, Miss Ebony Mason. Congratulations. Your son is our athlete of the year. How does it feel to see him get this honor and recognition?
It feels great.
And so, you've been there from the beginning. What kind of baby was Tyler? And how did he grow up to be this athletic marvel that we see today?
Tyler has always been the goofy child.
Oh.
Always full of energy. Always, you have to tell Tyler exactly what you want him to do. If you tell him keep doing it and you really don't want him to keep doing it, you're giving him the fire to his fuel. Yeah. So you have to tell him, Tyler, don't do that. Don't jump off of this. Don't. You have to be exact with him.
Okay, so, but I guess he took well to coaching over the years. When did he get involved in athletics?
Since 5.
Okay, what was his first sport?
Basketball.
Okay, so did he play any other sports growing up?
Basketball, track, football, and I think that's it.
So, but you kept all that energy busy, trying to keep it.
You have to keep channeling it.
Okay, but eventually basketball became his sport that everybody knows him for. When did you know that, hey, my baby can go to the college level? He's heading to Morehouse, D1. When did you know he could be a D1 basketball player?
Probably coming out of 8th grade. He started to actually challenge to himself. He started to take it serious, and you can see him growing into the athlete that he is.
Okay. Now, where did he start his high school career? What school did he attend?
Central. No,
okay.
I'm sorry. Central.
Okay,
Central.
So here's a Central Warrior, and in this office we have a special love for Central Warriors here at D High School. So he's there. He's making a name for himself, but here comes his junior year, COVID and all this good stuff. What brought on going to Tipton-Rosemark Academy?
He was looking for a change.
Okay.
Something that could channel him, and that he could help the team and blossom.
And he had a nice bond relationship with Coach Cedric Anderson. They helped out a little bit.
A lot.
Okay, so talk about him, because when I talk to your son, he has a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Anderson.
We do.
What about Mom?
We love Coach Anderson.
Why
Tyler has an awesome father figure already, but with coaches, you have to have that extra fathering in you, and Coach Anderson just had that. Like, he was Coach Dad all in one, so he didn't let him get away with nothing, and he kind of had that soft spot for him too.
Okay, so when he comes on that team his junior year, Coach Anderson already has his biological son on the team, Alex Anderson, Mr. Basketball finalist, and here comes Mr. Byrd, and he blended them both perfectly together. They reached state. What do you remember most about that junior year?
It was fire. It was just fire the whole year. You just never knew what you was going to get. I definitely didn't want to miss a game because you never knew what they were going to do together. And it was always, they never looked stressed. They never looked like it was hard work. They were just handling the ball. Everybody was, it was their sport, and everybody else was just trying to get in it.
Well, now, you can say that easy for his junior, but his senior, it wasn't that easy. We didn't know he was going to have a full roster when the season started.
Yeah.
I think they're practicing against 8th graders.
Yeah.
And maybe some kids from the elementary school. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it got to that point. But the season came together. They were one win away for playing for the right to go to state. And by the way, your son wins Mr. Basketball in the process. How special was it to see him lead a team and take charge?
It's Tyler.
So like, you knew he had it.
I've been telling people for years that he was going to be a household name, and now y'all just saying his name in y'all house. So
Wow. So is it going to get even greater?
Yeah, he is greatness.
Okay, wow, okay. Well, I was going to ask you my last question about what the future holds for him, but greatness is what it is.
Yes.
But can you define what that greatness is? What potential is he on the doorstep? What he's knocking on the door of what?
With going to college, he's going to learn a lot of new stuff now. He's going to have to learn to play a whole new way. Tyler is used to being the team's help, the team's support. So now he's going to branch off to a new dimension. He's going to either lead or be led, and I just know my son to be a leader.
So by the time his time is done down there in Atlanta, he's going to be a leader?
He's good. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, he leaves here with our honor and our latest Male Athlete of the Year, and a huge part of that has to be Mom's upbringing. So, Miss Ebony, we thank you, and we thank you for taking a moment with us. And we'll be right back with the guest of honor himself. Thomas Wells Jr. here with the honoree himself. You share this honor with Christian Perez of Munford High School, but Tyler Byrd, you are our 2022 Male Athlete of the Year. How does that honor feel?
I feel as if it's good to add to my collection of awards this year, and I'm grateful for being one of them.
Okay, so you ain't kidding. What are some of the awards you won this year? Some of
Like both sports or like?
Yeah, some of the highlights. That's why that plaque is back there. So let's do the roll call.
I won the biggest is Mr. Basketball.
Okay.
Then I won like 5 awards in football. Then I don't know about basketball.
You didn't count them all up? Yeah, okay. It must be nice to have that problem and try to figure out how many awards did I win this year. And this adds on, so when we go to your bio at Morehouse, it's going to have a long laundry list. But that didn't start just this year. When you got involved in athletics as a young kid, what were you thinking? Because Mom said we had to channel all this energy and slow him down a little bit. Was it just out there having fun, or what were you getting out of it as a kid?
I think it really was just fun. I really didn't take it serious at first. I was like, I just do it because I'm good at it.
Okay.
Then I started having fun like towards middle school, where I like actually started to understand the game, and then like realize what I could actually do. So after that, I was like, I'll just take it serious and go and see where it goes.
All right. When did you realize it could go somewhere? And what sport did you think might get me to the next level? I'll be on TV one day playing this sport.
At first, I thought it was football, and then I was like, nah, cause they getting too big. So I was like, so then I started growing. So I was like, they already too big for football, so I'm just gonna try basketball. Then I ended up doing weird. So
Okay, when the first time you dunked?
dunk, you talking about like
Like
a major dunk? Or
yeah,
like,
like the first time where you, like, I could dunk the ball when I feel like it.
I think it was 9th grade, and we were being killed by like 50. And I was just out there doing stuff, so I tried to dunk. It wasn't like no aggressive dunk, but it was like, I dunked it. It was like a ram crazy.
Okay,
That was
okay.
the first one ever.
Okay, we all have to take our, well, not all of us, because some of us never done. so here's your sophomore year. You starting to get a name for yourself, and legs getting stronger, arms getting stronger. But then, like your mom said, it was time for a change from Central to Tipton-Rosemark. What brought you to Tipton-Rosemark?
It was the reason we wasn't playing because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we had like, I didn't want to sit down and like get farther behind.
Yeah.
So I had to like make a decision for myself. I had to make like, it was really like a business decision.
Okay.
So I had to do what's best for me.
Okay, so it wasn't nothing personal. Didn't want to leave Central. Just, hey, what's best for Tyler? Okay. But what brought on Tipton-Rosemark, Coach Cedric Anderson, you know, like a father figure to you. Talk about that relationship and your trust in him to go into this whole new environment behind his leadership.
Cause that's really, to be honest, if you tell him like on the camera, he a father figure, but to me he like a brother. Cause like he'd call us and be just like us. So like, during the game, like what y'all see is yelling, we be playing, but like we taking him for real at the same time. Like in the huddle we playing, we having plenty of jokes. Like even when we lose, he know how to keep our head like where we can still go out there and do what we do, but he'd get us at the same time.
Yeah.
So like, it's like the trust there, like we always had trust since we was little, from like the first Riley Edry camp. When I walked in, he was like, you gotta come to my section or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna rock with him. Then when Alex called first. Then he was like, come over there. And I started thinking about it, like we started talking to our dad and stuff. Then he was like, Then we started thinking back, and we actually got over there, and it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out nicely. I went to state. So, what did you learn from Alice in that year, who was a Mr. Basketball finalist? Kind of, showed you the ropes there. Talk about how important that relationship was to get you really acclimated with Tipton-Rosemark.
Yeah, Alice like best friends for real though. Like, I don't think we like really got into it like that whole season. It was like none but laughs. Then just go out there game day. He'd like give me a pep speech, and I'd be like, oh, we locked in today. Like we really gotta go get it. And then you go out there have, I don't know, like 2020. Then Cam throw something in there, so we did it. Then that practice. I don't like Alex the first person to like ever like first person in high school to just make me like lock in.
Wow.
Cause we was in one practice. He was saying something. He was like, Tyler can't go by me. Then he stole it. I was like, he got me for this. Nobody gotta go for it. Then this one I just really like my focus actually sharpened from dude though.
Wow. So you really did learn a lot from him, man. Y'all get to state, had that great achievement. Now, coming into your senior year, you're known as the basketball player, but you know all this talent that you have in you from track and football. So you make a decision to go out for the football team. Very high risk sport. You risk a lot going out there every Friday night, but all you did was go all state and as a receiver and one of the leading point producers on the team and showed everybody what you can do. What made you go out for football?
It was really Gibby, Thomas, and some more of my students. They were like, I should come out there and play. At first, I was taking it as a joke. I was like, I ain't gonna go out there and stuff like that. Then I was like, I might as well because I ain't got nothing else to do. It's gonna get me to get stronger for basketball. Then I actually got along with them though. Like when I came out there the first day, I ain't have nothing. I can't. They were like, come on. And that, like the next day, I had everything.
Yeah, oh, they gonna make sure.
Yeah.
I think when Coach Dean saw that talent and skill, they made sure you were compensated. Well, before we get back to basketball, what I remember most about your football season at Hardin Academy, the punt return touchdown, that I think if you listen to the camera closely, I'm yelling, what are you doing? I think your mom yelled, what are you doing? I think Coach Dean yelled, what are you doing? What were you doing?
No, at first, I was gonna let it go, but then it kept rolling. So I was like, Coach Hood ain't gonna like it. So I had to get it. And then as soon as I picked it up, I felt something. I was like, so now I got really good now. So,
that was a hardened player trying to tackle you.
Yeah.
And then you got away and then you made it look easy. So,
in my head, I was so scared though. Because I just knew Coach Hood was just looking at it. That's all I was thinking about was Coach Hood, what he was gonna say.
Oh man. Well, that's the thing. You did make a lot of things look easy, but you stepped up during a tough time. Here comes this senior basketball season. Like I said, y'all had to practice against 8th graders, and it's not gonna have much of a roster. We're not sure these kids. What were you thinking that October, that November? Were you concerned, or you were just gonna make the best of what was going on?
No, me and my brother talked about it. We just said we needed 5, and we was gonna go with it. So we wasn't really worried about like not having a team, because we always had 5. So we was just gonna go with it.
Wow. But as the season went on, more came out, supported you, had your back. How did it feel as the season going on and you stacking up the stats to become a Mr. Basketball?
It felt good because they was with me the whole way. Then I had my own fan group, my own fan base back here, my family.
Yeah.
They was with me like no matter what. Like I had bad games, I thought I was allowed out. They tell me like you did good.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang.
But when the state of Tennessee recognized you with the Mr. Basketball honor for Division II AA, how did it feel? Single A, how did it feel?
At first, I didn't even think I was going. Like I told my mom, I was like, "We're going up here for no reason, because I know I ain't finna win."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You still need to go up here to have confidence and stuff." Then I won. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if the camera saw it, but I actually did look at my mama though, and I was like, "Dang, she was right." Then after that, it was like that whole little ride home. It was just like greatness feeling. Like I know I did something that not many people did.
Yes, because I've been doing this 20 years, and I think I had a Mr. Football. Now I got my first Mr. Basketball. I'm sitting right across from him, and that's why we put that picture in your presentation there, because you look sharp in your suit. But this also shows how important that day was. So my last question for you: your mom, you just said the word. Your mom says you're destined for greatness. How you gonna make that happen?
Just make it happen. It's not like a designated way, because everybody got their own route. So like, I just gotta go down mine and make the best of it.
Hey, and if I know anything about you, that I learned over the last couple of years, you're gonna have fun doing it, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, and that's why Tyler Byrd is our 2022 Male Athlete of the Year, and congratulations. Thank you, man.